And what are the chances that USA, we're going to help Ukraine, Ukraine needs our help, and we're just flooding their government with our people? Flooding them. And what are the chances, this is the question, that they just received a significant amount, large amount of gold that wasn't gold, fake? You know, remember the Webbot report many moons ago? You're going to start hearing fake gold, tungsten-filled bars, painted gold, plated bars, etc. 300,000 in gold missing from Ukraine central bank after swapped for lead bricks. Now that's an interesting title. 300,000 in gold missing from Ukraine central bank after swapped. What do you mean swapped? Gold, real gold, was swapped for fake gold? Cunning fraudsters have conned the Ukraine central bank branch in Odessa into buying 300,000 worth of gold, which turned out to be lead daubed with gold paint. Quote, a criminal case has been opened and we are now carrying out an investigation to identify those involved in the crime. A spokesman for the Odessa police force is quoted by Vesti. The news was first reported by Odessa's State Ministry of Internal Affairs. A preliminary investigation suggests the gang had someone working for them inside the bank. Well, wait a minute. Didn't we just replace all the government in Ukraine with our pro-Western friends? Which would mean if someone's inside the central bank who allowed this little fake action to happen, how much do you want to bet it was one of our pals? It's amazing what we do to people. How quickly we just take something else that belongs to somebody else, and we paint it like we're going in to help. USAID's gonna be there, and we're not. No, not lethal aid. No, just USAID, and they're gonna bring in supplies for families and, quote, my favorite line, women and children. They look at you like a zombie. Women and children need help. U.S. must come save them. Or the CIA. Oh, and by the way, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and send some lethal aid. That was just okayed recently. Yeah, we'll go ahead and send some lethal aid now. So that must have been from inside the bank that forged the necessary paperwork to allow the sale of the fake gold bullion. It's also been discovered that bank staff were not regularly checked when entering or exiting the premises. I bet they were before the Western folk stepped in there. You know, before the whole crisis happened. I bet they were being checked in. Did you hear any stories then about problems with gold and this and that? And nope. Since the discovery, the National Bank no longer buys precious metals over the counter, as it cannot be sure of its authenticity, says the first deputy head of the National Bank of Ukraine. The Bank of Ukraine has confirmed the theft of several kilograms of gold in the Odessa region. The cashier involved has apparently fled to Crimea. Oh, really? Vesti Ukraine reports. Criminal proceedings began on November 18th, even though the scam apparently took place between August and October. In November, the central bank reportedly lost $12.6 billion in gold reserves, putting the total stockpile of gold at just over 120 million. However, the central bank reports that foreign currency and gold reserves, so in other words, just the foreign reserves, stood at 9.97 billion at the end of October. or at the end of November. So in other words, foreign currency and gold reserves combined are 9.97 billion. How much of that's gold? Oh, of 9.97 billion? Yeah. 120 million. Then why would you even use the words foreign currency and gold reserves stand at such and such billion when it's 99.9999999% foreign paper money exchange, reserves, currencies, and a pinch of sand worth of gold left? So you're telling me that in recent times, as in the last few months, $12.6 billion in gold reserves are gone. We needed it for, foreign currency. Wait a minute. I thought gold and silver are not assets. Ben Bernanke said gold is nothing but basically a barbaric relic. And when asked, why do you central banks stock it then? He said, tradition. Tradition. So if you used to stockpile pieces of sand and you came to the realization, it's just sand, it's garbage, would you continue stocking it out of tradition? Or would you change things so that you don't do that anymore? Read more. Where has all Ukraine's gold gone? Now this is from November 20th. Ukraine's central bank chief has divulged some shocking intel. Its gold stockpile has reached a new nadir, almost zero. Since the beginning of the year, gold reserves have dropped nearly 16-fold. Which begs the question, where did all of it go? Quote, official statistics of the National Bank show that the amount of gold in the vaults drastically fell, and it is unclear where it went. At the beginning of this month, the volume of gold was about 1 billion, or 8% of total gold reserves. As of November 1st, the latest available data, foreign currency reserves stood at 12.6 billion, which puts Ukraine's national gold stockpile at just 123.6 million. So if that's the case, and it was 12.6 billion as of November 1st, so now we've got all of November, almost all of December. Let's go back to the other article, 12.6 billion. And now it's reporting they're down to 9.97 billion. You've blown through that much money in not even quite 2 months. You've sold off all your country's gold, basically, because we need all this cash, paper money, reserves, and to keep our things going. And now you've blown through $2 billion in 2 months. And again, you blew through it because the numbers aren't getting higher. You didn't stockpile more, you've got less. So you have no more gold, that's gone, and now your 12 point whatever billion dollars is gone down to 9. You're talking almost 25% of your reserves. 12.6 down to 9.97, not quite. Maybe 21, 22% in 2 months. So if you keep this up, the next 3 or 4 months, you'll be completely bankrupt. Gutted like a dirty, filthy pig. Stick a fork in it. That's how we roll. Take care.